Hello, everybody. We're so glad you could join us today for this very special journey we're about to embark on together. You see, the Bible isn't just an old book. It's a living, breathing guidebook for our lives, filled with timeless wisdom and promises from God Himself. And within this incredible book, we find verses that have the power to transform us from the inside out, verses that speak to the very core of who we are, offering guidance, comfort, and unwavering hope, even in the midst of life's challenges. And that's what we're going to delve into today. 6 powerful Bible verses, each one a beacon of light, a source of strength, and a testament to God's unwavering love for us. We'll uncover their deeper meaning and how they can empower us to live more fulfilling, joyful, and abundant lives. So get ready to open your heart, open your mind, and most importantly, open your Bible as we begin this incredible exploration together. Let's dive right in. Our first verse takes us to the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 28. It says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." It's a verse many of you know, a verse that's brought comfort and hope in times of difficulty. It reminds us that even when we don't understand what God is doing in our lives, we can trust that He is working everything out for our good. You see, life can throw us curveballs. We face disappointments, setbacks, and moments that make us question everything. But this verse, this incredible promise from God, reminds us that He is in control. He sees the bigger picture even when we can't. And because of that, because of His infinite love and wisdom, He promises that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are the called according to His purpose. This doesn't mean life will be easy, but it does mean that God will use every experience, every challenge to shape us, mold us, and draw us closer to the amazing plan He has for our lives. So when you're facing a difficult time, when you're feeling lost or unsure, remember this verse. Cling to it. Let it be a source of strength and encouragement, knowing that even in the midst of the storm, God is working everything out for your good. Let's move on to our next powerful verse, found in the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 9. It says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." This verse is a powerful reminder that we are never alone, that God is always with us, ready to empower us to face our fears and step into the incredible destinies He has planned for us. In this verse, God speaks to Joshua, who's about to lead the Israelites into the promised land. He tells him, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." These words, filled with such strength and assurance, are not just for Joshua. They are for you and for me. We all face moments in life that require courage, moments when we have to step out of our comfort zones, face our fears, and trust God to see us through. But this verse reminds us that we don't have to face these challenges alone. We serve a God who is always with us. He is our strength when we are weak, our courage when we are afraid, and our constant companion, guiding our steps and empowering us to overcome any obstacle that stands in our way. Life can feel like a never-ending race sometimes, can't it? We're constantly bombarded with demands and pressures, deadlines and expectations. We can easily find ourselves feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, and just plain worn out. But friends, I'm here to tell you that there's hope. Our next life-changing verse is in the book of Matthew, chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. Jesus speaks these powerful words. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Isn't that a beautiful promise, friends? Jesus, in His infinite compassion and love, sees our weariness. He sees the burdens we carry, the weight of our worries, and He extends His hand, offering us solace and rest. He doesn't offer a temporary reprieve, a quick fix to our problems, but a deep, abiding rest that permeates our very souls. This rest, my friends, comes from surrendering our burdens to Him. It comes from acknowledging that we cannot do it all on our own. We were never meant to. We were created to walk in fellowship with Him, to allow Him to carry the weight, to share our burdens and find solace in His loving embrace. Life has a way of testing our patience, doesn't it? It seems like every day brings a new challenge, a new hurdle to overcome. We find ourselves in situations where we have to wait, and waiting can be one of the hardest things to do. It tests our resolve, our faith, and our endurance. We wait for that promotion, the one we've worked so hard for, putting in extra hours, going above and beyond, hoping that our efforts will be recognized and rewarded. We hope for that relationship to heal, for the wounds to mend, for the love to be rekindled. We long for the days when things were simpler, when misunderstandings didn't cloud our interactions, and when love flowed freely and effortlessly. We pray for a breakthrough in our finances, for relief from the constant stress of bills and debts. We dream of a day when we can breathe easy, knowing that our needs are met and we can provide for our loved ones without worry. And sometimes it feels like the answers are just out of reach. We stretch out our hands, yearning for that light at the end of the tunnel, but it remains elusive just beyond our grasp. We can easily grow discouraged, weary in our waiting, feeling the weight of our struggles pressing down on us. The days turn into weeks, the weeks into months, and still we wait. We wonder if God sees our struggles, if He understands the depth of our pain and frustration. We question if our prayers are being heard, if our cries for help are reaching His ears. But friends, let me assure you, He does see, and He does hear. In those moments of doubt and uncertainty, we are not alone. We have each other for support, and we have a God who is always with us. I'm here to remind you of the incredible promise found in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31, a promise that has brought comfort and hope to countless people throughout the ages. It says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." This is not just a fleeting encouragement, but a profound truth that we can hold on to. Imagine the majesty and freedom of an eagle in flight, gliding effortlessly through the sky, unburdened by the cares of the world. They will run and not grow weary. Picture a runner full of energy and determination, moving forward with purpose and strength, never faltering or slowing down. They will walk and not be faint. Envision a person walking with confidence and peace, each step steady and sure, unshaken by the challenges they face. Isn't that a powerful image? To soar like eagles, to rise above our circumstances with grace and strength, to see the world from a higher perspective, to run without growing weary, to have the endurance to keep going, even when the path is long and difficult, to walk without fainting, to have the resilience to face each day with renewed strength and hope. It speaks of a strength that surpasses our own, a divine strength that sustains us through every season of life. Just like a tree that stands tall and firm, regardless of the changing weather, we too can stand strong with the strength that comes from the Lord. It is a reminder that waiting on the Lord is never in vain. While we wait, He is working. He is orchestrating things behind the scenes, aligning circumstances and preparing us for what lies ahead. He is strengthening us from the inside out, building our character, deepening our faith, and molding us into the people He created us to be, preparing us for the blessings He has in store. He sees our patience, He hears our prayers, and He is faithful to His promises. Every prayer, every tear, every moment of waiting is seen and valued by Him, and He is faithful to His promises. So take heart and find comfort in knowing that your waiting is not in vain. The sun will break through the clouds, and the light will shine on your path once more. If you're in a season of waiting today, know that you are not alone. Many have walked this path before you, and many are walking it alongside you now. I want to encourage you to hold on to this verse. Let it be a source of strength and encouragement for you. Let it remind you that even in the waiting, God is at work. Remember that even in the waiting, God is at work. He is not idle, and neither should we be. Use this time to draw closer to Him, to deepen your relationship with Him, and to grow in faith and trust. He is renewing your strength, giving you the energy and resilience you need to keep going. He is filling you with His peace and joy, even in the midst of uncertainty. He is preparing you for greater things, for the blessings and opportunities that are yet to come. Keep your eyes on the horizon and trust that He is leading you towards a future filled with hope and promise. And He will never leave you nor forsake you. No matter how long the wait, no matter how difficult the journey, He is with you every step of the way. So stand firm and let your heart be filled with hope and strength. The next verse is from Psalm chapter 37 verse 4 tells us, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." Friends, have you ever noticed how often we chase after things that leave us feeling empty? We strive for worldly possessions, recognition, or fleeting pleasures, only to find they don't bring lasting joy. But there's a better way, a path that leads to true fulfillment. This verse isn't saying that if we simply believe hard enough, God will magically grant us whatever we want. It's about aligning our hearts with God's heart, finding our joy in Him above all else. When we delight in the Lord, when we spend time in His presence, studying His Word, and talking to Him in prayer, our desires begin to change. We start to want what He wants for us, things that are good, pleasing, and perfect. And that's when something amazing happens. As we seek Him first, as we find our joy in Him, God begins to work in our lives, aligning our steps with His plan, and fulfilling the desires He has placed within our hearts. Final powerful verse for our life is from the Gospel of Matthew chapter 6 verse 33. He tells us, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Life can feel overwhelming at times, can't it? You see, friends, Jesus isn't saying that we should neglect our responsibilities or ignore the practical aspects of life. He's talking about our priorities, about what comes first in our hearts and minds. When we seek God's kingdom first, when we make His will our top priority, everything else in our lives begins to fall into place. We gain a new perspective, a sense of clarity and purpose that guides our decisions and shapes our actions. And here's the amazing thing. When we put God first, when we trust Him to provide for our needs, He promises to take care of everything else. He knows what we need even before we ask, and He delights in pouring out His blessings upon His children. Friends, these 6 Bible verses are more than just words on a page. They are powerful truths, timeless promises from God that have the power to transform our lives from the inside out. As you meditate on these verses, as you allow them to take root in your heart, I believe you'll experience the hope, the peace, and the abundant life that God desires for you. If you've been inspired by this message, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more encouraging content. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. You never know who might need to hear these words of hope and encouragement today. Remember, God is on your side. He loves you unconditionally, and He has amazing things in store for your future. God bless you all and have a blessed day.